Hi, I'm Jay,
I'm Aita.
I'm Alyssa.
and we are the children's librarians at Cary Library, and these are some of our favorite books from the summer reading lists. Condo and Kazumi are best friends who live together on an island. When a map in a bottle washes up on their shore, Kazumi is excited. There's a whole new world out there to explore. Kondo is reluctant. What if there's nothing out there? What if the journey is too scary? But the journey is immediately exciting. They see sea jumpers up close and have fun looking at the stars. They visit an island made of cheese and see an island made of fire. And just when they're ready to head home, a storm blows them towards a giant island that doesn't want them to leave. You can read all about these exciting adventures and more in the new Condo and Kazumi series by David Goodner.
Our friend Hedgehog is like a warm hug. Hedgehog lives on an island in the river with her friend Mutty. When Mutty gets carried away in a storm, it is up to Hedgehog to go and find Mutty. She must be brave. Along the way, Hedgehog makes new friends, including Annika May, who has recently moved to the country and left her friends behind. One of my favorite things about this book, is that the end papers have a map of the places where Hedgehog and her friends' adventures take place. Though Hedgehog is afraid, she is brave, and because of it, she finds new friends and new adventures. Look for the other books in this series too.
When Sadiq sees another class with a pet, he tries to convince his teacher to let them get a class pet by forming a pet club, which would research possible options and take care of the class pet. Sadiq has never had a pet of his own, and he and his friends dive into learning all about the pets that could make the perfect class pet. If you enjoy realistic stories that celebrate friends and family, you'll enjoy the Sadiq series by Seaman Norelli.
What Mindy Kim wants more than anything is a puppy, but at 7.5 years old, her dad says she isn't old enough for the responsibility. To make things worse, she's the only Asian student at her new school in Florida, and her classmates think her seaweed snacks are weird and gross. Until they actually try them. Mindy jumps on the opportunity to make lots of friends and show her dad she can be responsible with her successful seaweed snack business. But her plan quickly backfires after someone tells the teacher because selling snacks isn't allowed at school. Will Mindy be able to turn things around with her dad and her new friends? And will she ever get that puppy? Find out in the Mindy Kim series by Lila Lee.
Jada Jones' Rockstar is the first in this series about Jada, who is missing her friend Mari. Jada and Mari loved science, especially geology, that is, the study of rocks and minerals. When Jada joins Lina and Simone to work on a rock project for school, things don't go as smoothly as she had hoped. She and Simone can't seem to get along, and Lina is stuck in the middle. Will they work as a team? Will they finish their project on time? Jada Jones Rockstar has a diverse cast of characters, and Jada is relatable and she is smart. She figures out how to make new friends and still remain true to herself. Purple is her favorite color, and the color accents to the text and illustrations throughout the book. Check out this and all the Jada Jones stories.
Mia's life goes from ordinary to totally super when she receives an invitation to attend the PITS, the program for in-training superheroes. All her life, Mia thought she was just a klutz, but it turns out she's a superhero, and so are her parents. Her mom can fly, and her dad can talk to animals. Now she has to maintain her secret identity while balancing her everyday life and learning how to be a superhero. If only chaos and catastrophes didn't seem to follow her. But then she wouldn't be Mia Mayhem. Check out the Mia Mayhem series by Kara West.
Kitu and Ngozi live in an orphanage in Kenya, an East African country right on the equator. They study, play soccer, and help with chores, but when Kitu gets a book about sports around the world from the library, he becomes fascinated by the pictures of ice hockey in Canada. He learns to skate on a cobbled-together pair of rollerblades and dreams of playing on a team like the men in the book. But there's no ice rink in Kenya, is there? Inspired by a real orphanage founded by the author's parents and Kenya's real ice hockey team with Olympic dreams of their own, Hockey Night in Kenya by Danson Mutenda and Eric Walters is perfect for sports fans or anyone curious about what life is like for two boys almost halfway around the world.
Are you afraid of the dark? Then Beneath the Bed and Other Scary Stories by Mark Bralier is not for you. Mr. Shivers presents 5 stories in this chapter book for young readers. The text is easy to read and there are full color illustrations. At the end of the book, the illustrator has added a page that shows you how to draw one of the toys from Dark and Stormy Night story. But the question is, what is beneath the bed? How does a hair reach all the way from your throat to your stomach? Why not take this quilt off the statue? What does happen to toys left outside? What is scratching at the window? Each eerie story ends with an unexpected twist. If you like scary stories, then this is the book for you. Do you dare to read this book?
Eddie has found himself in a bit of a tight spot after he agreed to take care of his uncle's unusual pet for a week while he was on vacation. Uncle Morton didn't leave any directions, and soon his pet dragon has eaten his sister's rabbit, torn up the house, terrorized the neighbors, set the curtains and the mailman on fire, and his mother is at her wit's end and threatening to call the zoo. Eddie sends increasingly frantic and unanswered emails to his uncle until he finally gets a response that turns everything around. If you like funny, laugh-out-loud stories, the Dragon Sitter series by Josh Lacy is the series for you.